Sometimes, as I sit in my wheelchair, I wonder about what are the good things about being in a wheelchair. I mean, sure, I could spend hours and hours talking about the bad things, but we need to look at the positive. Is there anything good about being in a wheelchair? It's like how turtles, a turtle shell, can be uncomfortable or not uncomfortable, but inconvenient for a turtle if it gets trapped on its back. But it protects it. It protects it from alligators and from everything else. And so overall, the shell is a good thing for that turtle. And I'm not a paraplegic. I have use of my arms. I have use of my hands, so kind of limited, especially my left one. So there are many animals that live quite well without either arms or legs, and they don't regret it. Probably, I don't think they wouldn't think of it. A snake has no arms, no legs, but its body enables it to constrict around prey and swim, climb trees, and a snake isn't even going to think about arms or legs, even though it goes after and eats animals that do have arms and legs. Well, not arms, legs. They don't have hands. It's like in a shark, for example, it can't come on land, but in the water, it's the king. Its body on that allows it to chase down prey. They can even sleep while they're swimming. I don't know if you know this, but sharks cannot. Most of them can't. I think there's one kind that can do it, but most of them have to swim all the time. They have to always be swimming. So they can do that. They can watch TV. Sharks have it kind of good down there. And a bird has no hands, but they can fly. They, it's just and then they're with their beak, they can poke holes in their prey, or they can do it in trees or whatever. But they can fly. I mean, if you ask them, if you ask a bird, would you take a couple of hands, in exchange for your flight? I think that bird's going to want to keep flying, unless it's an ostrich or one of those kind of flightless birds, penguins and things. And an elephant has no hands, but it can pick things up with its nose, of all things. I've actually saw a video of an elephant that can paint and paint things that you can understand and see what it is. Elephants are pretty intelligent, but and I never understood the whole trunk thing, because that's the front of an elephant, but in a car it's the back, in the tree it's the body, and we even have swimsuits called trunks. So I do not understand that word trunk, because it doesn't seem to apply to the same kind of thing. But anyway, I've wondered about all this kind of thing before. Like, does my dog think about my hands, or he just mostly concerned what's in my hand if it's a treat? And it was interesting enough to me that I wrote a book, a young adult book called Mooned, and it did win an award, a writing award. And this is a book about a dog and a cat that are changed into were-humans by their werewolf master when he bites them by accident. And a lot of the book, in fact, there's a review written by one of the newspapers in Joliet, where they really liked how the book dealt with the dog and the cat when they're humans, how they're bemoaning what they lost. The dog lost his sense of smell, the cat lost its very sharp razor claws. They wanted back what they had. So having the hands and arms, were not for them a good thing. That's this book, by the way, Mooned. It's for young adults, or it's written for young adults, but a lot of adults read it and find it equally well for adults. You can find it on Amazon, just by finding my name. But anyway, I thought today I would spend some time on the awesome, fantastic, splendid benefits of being in an awesome, spectacular wheelchair. And I'm not talking about comparisons like, would I rather be in a wheelchair than be dead? That's not the fair thing to do here. Or stuck in an elevator with someone who farts. It's more about what are the good things about being in a wheelchair. Something that's just good, not comparatively good, but something that's good. So, without further ado or a don't, here are some of the best things about getting to spend all of my time in a wheelchair. First, the first one I could think of is um, oh, I know. No. Well, what if? No, I mean, well, I guess it's better than no. We're not doing comparative. I'm not dead. Well, that's comparative again. Okay, so what's good about being in a wheelchair? Maybe sitting at the fridge trying to pick something out because I don't have to lean over while I'm doing it. Oh wait, I got something. Actually, I did get something in the mail the other day. I got a jury summons, something me to, or a questionnaire actually, and when I filled it out and filled out the physical part, um, I was rejected from being on a jury. So I guess there's a good thing right there. I can't serve on a jury, due to what's wrong with me. Um, I'm not sure if I would consider that all that good because I don't think I'd mind being on a jury. I think I'd enjoy it, in fact. But if you don't want to be on a jury, here you go. Being in a wheelchair, that'll keep you out of a jury. Huh. Yeah, nothing really good about it that I can think of. Oh well, but anyway, I can still do things from my wheelchair as I've talked about. I can still write my books. I can still do videos like this. I can still pet my dog. Um, so life has not ended. It's still here. So anyway, I think this is kind of a weird one. I'm normally a humor writer. My writing is a lot more funny than I am in person. I'm not a comedian, but I am a humor writer. So feel free to check out my stuff. And as I talked about before, my books are on Kindle, and you can also get them on Amazon through Kindle, or you can get the book, you can get the ebook. And if you get the ebook and you have Amazon Prime, I think you can get them for free on for the ebook. Um, most of my, in fact, if you look at them and you want to see whether or not you like my writing style, go to just Google my name, Norm Cowie, Cowie, and go to Amazon, and you can read the beginning of any of my books and see if you like my style. If you like wacky humor, you might like it. If you don't like wacky humor, then you're probably not going to like it. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, and take care. Okay, and Merry Christmas and all that.